the innings about to be bowled. Couldn't get it through the field. A direct hit and this could be gone. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Oh, that's hit them at pace. That looked painful. Too good. That is huge.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for six.
Patel, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much. I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. The Crowns, 17 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Nice shot, but straight to gully. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for six.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
It's another one. Same result. Two maximums in a row.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Brilliant. That'll take some catching.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Misses everything. Oh my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
Tremendous start. Bowlers have been asking questions and have answered with full honours.
It's going a long way. What a shot.
Great shot for 6. Moving along nicely and starting to really build this innings.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Oh, don't worry about chasing that. That might be on the roof. A killer blow. And that's consecutive 6s. Off the middle of the bat.
Full and good night. Just leant on that, didn't have to do much, and got 4.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. No, no, no. Terrible shot. That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
Wow! Power off the front foot, goes all the way.
Salt has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Great shot. That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground.
Went again. Didn't get the same elevation, but it's another boundary.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. And gone. Brilliant catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
That was a blistering knock right on top of the bowling. Tried once too many times. The show ends, but they'll receive a warm reception from the crowd.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match. How will the bowler respond?
Cuts that off well in the infield. There's a chance if it hits. is huge.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
18 runs at it there. The Crowns are 85 for 1.
Yet another massive over for the power play. Seemingly unstoppable at the moment.
Bowled! What a way to start the over.
At long last, they have the wicket. Could so easily have been a game-changing innings, but all the same, it's been fabulous to watch.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy. Time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Brilliant diving stop. There's a almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. 8 off it. The Crowns are 93 for 2.
Another big over. Not as big as the previous overs, but still a formidable one.
2 straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Showing that they mean business this innings. Barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
In feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Jeez, timed that well.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Smacked away.
The side of bowling slightly fuller, and had been put away.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain, if they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. Might look to go big again here.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Amazing reflexes, and that's stuck. Great grab.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
That's a long way to walk out there, just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure we'll see some big fielding changes coming.
Absolute dominance. They kept going and going in that power play. At this rate, the records will drop in no time.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. The Crowns are 121 for 3.
They've stayed in that super aggressive mindset. At this rate, their total could be unreachable.
Natarajan from the broadcast end. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6. Natarajan shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots.
Just need to tighten their areas now. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed. It flew over the boundary.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, these are crucial deliveries. 12 from 2 balls, and maybe there's a bit of a momentum shift.
Delhi managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Beats the field with a great shot.
Just perfection. Magnificent shot. You just can't hit it any better than that. Racing away to the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Really was an impressive shot. Good timing and driven through the covers.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Straight to the fielder. Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get. Tried to go aerial, but straight to extra cover.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Nearly gets the edge. Kumar with a great delivery there. Sharma taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Wow, that's missed a lot. Over the Crowns, 158 for 4. Patel, the spinner, coming into the attack. Good pick up, big chance. Gone. Oh, well, that's a bit unlucky.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Oh, great ball. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Three added in that over. The Crowns, 161 for 5.
They've stayed in that super aggressive mindset. At this rate, Their total could be unreachable.
Big edge. Where's that going? Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Nice shot, but straight to gully. And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one. In the air, and that's a straightforward catch to mid-off.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. They'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball though. Patel from the broadcast end. Big edge. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Needs a direct hit. Got that away nicely.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
End of the over. The Crowns, 171 for 6. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Good pick up, big chance. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Crowns are 179 for 7.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. Whipped off the legs and away goes the ball. Fine leg, no chance, and a great catch in the crowd.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Great shot, pulled straight to back and square leg though. Good stop, probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Nice shot, straight to gully. Gone! Good work catching that one. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Another one. 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Hazelwood ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Misses everything. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. 2 runs coming from that over. The Crowns are 190 for 8. Patel has been going really well here. Comes back on from the broadcast end. Trouble! That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Hazelwood looked really confident in reviewing that. Did look out to me, though.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful. No. Terrible shot. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. End of the over, very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the chairman's end.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Doesn't beat the infield. Goes over the top with that shot. Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. Straight to the fielder. Patel has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Start from the chairman's end. Perfectly timed.
Cut shot, played it so late. Impressive batting.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Down the ground, lovely shot, mid-off chasing. That could be four.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Needs a dot ball.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum.
They attacked all areas of the ground, fours, sixes, and there was strong running as well.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position. I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
And the innings comes to an end. Delhi will need 219 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
The captain's going to change things around in the field. Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Huge edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Couldn't get it through the field. Was quick onto that in the infield. Goes over the top with that shot. That's the over. Delhi are 2 for none. Hazelwood, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the broadcast end.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Hazelwood from the broadcast end. Great shot through the gap.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Edged, what a ball! He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Edge, but it drops safely. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. 9 runs added there. Delhi are 11 for none.
They just dropped off a bit that second over. Need to maintain the intensity.
Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line, flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot.
Massive outside edge. Edged, unplayable. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Bowled. Oh, no luck at all there on that one.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Massive edge. Misses everyone, and that's racing away. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away before.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Edge, amazing delivery. I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Over the infield with a cracking shot. End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. Delhi, 34 for 1. Kumar from the chairman's end. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Edged. Got that away nicely. Thick edge. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. Delhi, 36 for 1. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the broadcast end. Finds the edge. Edge, but it drops safely. Massive outside edge. Edged it. Brilliant shot there.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
6 runs out of there. Delhi are 42 for 1.
The captain now has 3 more fielders to work with outside the circle.
Some adjustments to the field. 6 last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Edged, unplayable. Nicked it. Great shot through the gap. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Edged, what a ball. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. Delhi are 45 for 1.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely. Going with a more defensive field. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Straight to the fielder. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. A very defensive field, this.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Big edge. And finds the inside edge. Well bowled. Nine runs out of there. Delhi 54 for 1.
Well, there is a saying, you can't direct the wind, but you can change your sails. It might be time to accelerate if they want to have a chance still.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Race to the boundary.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. 8 runs added there. Delhi, a 62 for 1. The new bowler is coming into the attack. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Glanced away nicely, but finds short, fine leg. Bowling fielders look really confident. That's out. Deep mid-off. Needed to move a bit, but they got there with time to spare. It's a fine catch. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers.
Drilled that one away. Good fielding out in the boundary. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Great shot through the gap. End of the over, 4 runs coming off it. Delhi, a 66 for 2.
Required run rate is climbing. They're hovering around 6 to 7 and over. They need to start taking some risks.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Power and precision in that shot.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Pandya will be pleased with their work in that over. Kept the batters under pressure very, very well. It's something they do so well. Oh, that's a great shot early on. Wide as cover. That'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary, though.
Got that one clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Couldn't get it through the field. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg.
And that's the half century.
Very professional innings this. Passes 50. And certainly be looking to push on.
Pandya from the chairman's end. Hazelwood back into the attack.
Crowns. Change of bowling. The right armour is coming into the attack.
That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. Not many fielders left in the circle. The captain going very defensive.
Edge, but it drops safely. Bowling fielders look really confident. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
Going with a more defensive field choice.
Huge edge. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. That's the over. Delhi, a 90 for 2. Finds the edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on length is obviously the way to go. Great shot.
Poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Brushed away for 4. You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover field. Solid shot. That's going for 4.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Over. Delhi, 102 for 2.
A few moves made in the field. Can he come back with a dot ball? Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Brilliant shot there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Massive outside edge.
That is a masterclass of batting. reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
Perfectly timed.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Got that away nicely. Good shot, the beauty.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout.
Big edge. Was quick onto that in the infield. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Now that's a difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Smacks that away through the gap. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Edged it. Edged. 6 runs added in the over. Delhi are 127 for 2.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the chairman's end. Hazelwood from the chairman's end. Edge, but it drops safely. Edged, what a ball.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Hazelwood with a huge appeal. For Crowns, having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
Duplessis looking quite surprised. Didn't seem too worried about a reversal. Oh, whack! Hit the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Down the ground, lovely shot. Mid-off chasing. That could be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and had been put away.
End of the over. 14 runs coming from it. Delhi 141 for 2. Dayol, the left-arm medium-fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the broadcast end. Nicked it. Bowler and fielders look really confident. Oh wow, brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
This is a great wicket to take. Just look to be building a solid innings and at a really good run rate. Perfect time to take a wicket.
The right-hander is coming into bat at number 5.
Not standing on ceremony, this one. Brilliantly timed and flew over the boundary for 6 runs.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
That's a big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
That was just a massive shot. Middled it, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. Delhi, 158 for 3.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary.
KL Rahul waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Gets that away.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
They're behind the required rate late in the innings. No other choice now but to just go for it. Have to go for it now.
Edged. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Edged it. The Crowns with a massive shout. Gone. Catches win matches, and that was a beauty.
It's another wicket, the 4th now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
174 for 4. The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 6 for the Delhi Capitals.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Finds the edge. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. And what a strike that is. Right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
Hit that one on the arc. A fabulous drive for 6. That total Newcastle always looked tough after just a few overs. Great bowling to keep everything tight and a great win.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match.